is Tomomi Galliano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 4 of Advent Tangles 2024, and this was day 1, this was day 2, and this was day 3, and so today is going to be a day 4. And this is it's gonna be pretty simple, easy tangle. Well, I would say simple, maybe not necessarily easy. So it's called no, I'm sorry, not Dixy. I think I got it backwards. Ditxi, so Dixy still, I think. By Debbie New. So I think most of you know who she is. She's a city from Singapore, and this one's quite simple. So you start with this sort of skinny, elongated flax-like shape, and based on step out, basically this is a one stroke tangle. So you see I'm not lifting my pen, so you continue to add this sort of flax like shape, one by one at a time, like this. So that's how you Dixy, and I'll flip this tile. And so let's see which space I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna pick this one because you see how I made a little stains, and that's been bugging me. So I want to cover up this one. So let me zoom in, and I'm gonna use this one for Dixy. And so this, maybe I'll start from, maybe I'll start from each corner and see how this is gonna work. So I'll try to not lift my pen as much as I can, but I think at some point when I start going over and under, I'll have to lift the pen. So starting from 1. And when I was showing, I did this side first, but you can certainly go one at a time like this. But I think I'll do on this side first. So this is quite simple. Maybe I'm gonna extend this one and squeeze it in here. Now I'm lifting my pen, and I'm figuring out what I want to add the next one. And perhaps this one goes under this one. Maybe this space looks a little empty, so I'll add one more here, and then maybe I'm going to start to open up a little bit. And I think I'm going to add more to it, but I'll move on to the next space first. Well, maybe I'll do this one. Oh, I'll move around. So next one is starting from this corner. You see how I'm going nice and slow. I'm not rushing. even though this is quite simple, I'm taking my time and deciding where the next one is going to be. So maybe I'll keep this simple and move on to the next one. I can always add more later. So maybe this time I'm gonna start from just one side a little bit. And go to the opposite end. So this is really a great practice for your strokes. You're moving your pen this way and that way. Now I'm coming all the way around. And you see I'm still leaving a lot of space. Oops, I was looking at somewhere and I went outside of these template lines, but that's all right. That's what happened when I get distracted. Okay, so now I have these beautiful shapes coming out from each corner. Let me gently cover this part that I accidentally went outside that I didn't mean to. Okay, there you go. So then what I'm gonna do is so this one is pretty dense, right? The first one, so I'm gonna try to balance by adding more of these kind of little prongs, little flecks. So I'm gonna be turning my tile a lot. So this one doesn't require a whole lot of explanation. You can see I'm not necessarily completely finishing each one. I'm just adding just a little bit at a time. Each time taking up a little more space. Now, this shape is starting to open up a little bit too. I think this is one of those tangles that will take you to the unexpected direction, perhaps. So now I want to incorporate some blue into this. So maybe I will add some blue prongs in between. There you go. liking this very much. It's fun. It's fun to add one stroke at a time. So yesterday I read a devotionals about Christmas tree lights, and the day before we talked about Christmas tree. I'm actually still thinking about my Christmas tree that I shared about a few days ago. I guess I really missed that tree. It was a beautiful, beautiful tree we had, and it was a special tree with a special memory. And yesterday we talked about Christmas lights, and it's just a very, very festive season. And also, as I was talking about Christmas tree, I mentioned about our special Christmas ornaments that we had, and they're still sitting in the storage, waiting for us to come visit. Maybe someday when we move back to America, or decided to get bigger space here in Japan. And who knows, maybe we move to somewhere else. A good friend of ours just moved to France. They wanted to try different life, different cultures. They decided to move to France. So that could happen. Life is an adventure. You never know what you'll be doing next year. It's just hard to believe this is already December. So anyways, today I was reading about Christmas ornament. Yeah, it's fun to learn about different Christmas traditions and where they originate. Because we do things because that's what we do every year, and that's what we know to do because our parents did it, or our family did it, or whatever. So sometimes it's nice to reflect on why we do what we do. So now I have enough of these plugs. I actually want to add a little more blues, so maybe not in all of them, but in some of them I'm gonna add a little bit of faint lines. Actually, I may do this after I shade and highlight. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So for shading and highlighting, I'm gonna start with here. And so for Christmas ornament, it says, in medieval Europe, December 24th was declared as Adam and Eve Day, and a play about the tree of knowledge of God, good and evil was performed to celebrate. Who knew? Since fruit trees were impossible to find in the winter, the director of the play decided to use pine tree decoration with apples to represent the tree of knowledge. Oh, interesting, right? The audience loved the decorated pine tree so much that years later, families started to decorate their own pine trees with fruits and other sweet treats. So sounds like they were using the actual fruits to decorate the pine trees, not the plastic ornaments. So Romans 5:19 says, because one person disobeyed God, many became sinners. But because one person obeyed God, many will be made righteous. One of the treats hidden among the fruits was a biscuit that was placed there to remind them that in the midst of our sin, Jesus was sent to die on the cross for us. So they used the fruit and a biscuit to decorate the trees. Interesting, right? Look at the ornaments on your tree. Are there any that have a special meaning to you? Are there any that reminds you of God's love? So I was telling you about Christmas ornaments a few days ago. Like actually for us, each one of them has special meaning. So to answer the question at the end, I was like, yeah, every ornament we had was special. And it helped us to remember all the special things that we did as a family, that we experienced as a family, or with friends, or the gift from friends. So perhaps you have special ornaments too. One of the ornaments in particular that I remember in recent years, this one we actually ordered from Amazon because that year, that was year 2020, I think, we couldn't go anywhere because of the COVID. So we got this special stay home ornament that's shaped as has a shape of Washington State and indicated where the city where we used to live. So that was something special. Thinking about how there's always good in something, even when we couldn't go anywhere. We get to stay home, we get to work from home, we get to spend a lot of time together as a family, and of course our dogs loved it. Our dogs loved having us home all the time, and we took lots of walks together. So there's always good in something, if we choose to acknowledge. I think Zentangle is like that in a sense that in Zentangle practice we start with when we do traditional 8 steps, we start with gratitude and appreciation and end with appreciation. So when we are grateful, even when we are facing challenging circumstances, it makes it easier to see all the good things in life instead of focusing on what we don't have or all the things that we don't like. So this one, it's gonna be a little tricky, but I still wanna ink in these in between spaces because that's what I started to do. So this one's gonna take a bit of a time. So feel free to fast forward this section, but I'm just gonna enjoy doing this, and also maybe add a few more petals here and there if I see there's a need. and I'll add finishing touch later. But anyway, so yeah, the gratitude is really a good medicine for our heart. And it's a powerful tool against depression. It's not. It doesn't cost you anything to be grateful for. I used to do a gratitude journal for a while, and that really lifted my spirit. And when I feel down, or when I feel like things are a little stressful, not going in a way that I like, I try to take a moment to find what I can be grateful for. And that usually changes my perspective, my mood, and my outlook. So I don't know where you are today, well, physically, but also emotionally, mentally, spiritually. But if you're feeling down, I'm glad you're here. I'm grateful for your presence, and I'm grateful that you are tangling with me, and perhaps whoever else tangling this same tangle somewhere in this world. It's a beautiful experience that we get to share. That's why I'm creating this video, even on a day that I'm just doing this on my own from my dining table. I know you're there somewhere watching this, and perhaps, when you find this video, it may not even 2024, maybe it's 2025 already, or who knows, but still I'm grateful that you are here, and I'm grateful that we have Zentangle that connect us, and I'm grateful for the beauty around us. I think I'm gonna erase this one by inking in. So, and I'm grateful that I can do this. Well, so the last month we did Tangles. That was really beautiful experience. I get to read a little gratitude quotes from different CCTs, and I get to tangle along with artists from all over the world. I created a little booklet. I have a video series for Tangles for daily practice, about 10-15 minutes each day. This Advent Tangle series video is getting a little longer than I intended, because this is all because of the first day. I was gonna keep this really 5-10 minutes thing, but the first day I decided to ink in on the background because I wasn't quite happy with how I did my first day tangle, which is this one here. And I decided to ink in the background, and I decided, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. So you ended up watching me inking in, and chatting along. So the video is a little longer than I anticipated and expected, but it's all good. This is all fun. And inking in is such a beautiful, beautiful experience. Takes a lot of thinking away, because you already drew your tangle, and all you're doing is filling the gap. This is so meditative, so relaxing. Perhaps you can play your favorite Christmas music as you tangle. Perhaps you can reflect on your favorite Christmas memories. So this year for Christmas, we decided to take a little trip somewhere in the mountain in Japan to see snow, because it hardly ever snows in Tokyo, which is nice, because you know, when it snows it messes everything. The train stops, and the school is closed. I mean, it's nice, but it causes certain level of inconvenience. But anyway, so here in Tokyo, it doesn't snow that much, so I miss seeing snow. I used to live in Washington State, near Seattle. We didn't get that much snow either, but perhaps once or twice a winter we get pretty good snowstorm, and then everything shuts down. Road is closed, and we used to take our dogs out and walk on the snowy field, especially getting up early when nobody has walked on this fresh snow. It's really nice. You can see your footprints, and you can I remember seeing footprints, and also these cute little footprints of our dogs, and all you can hear is your footsteps and snow falling on the ground. That was just beautiful. I miss snowy days. Well, until we lose power, then it gets cold. Luckily for us, we had a gas fireplace, so we didn't have to be super cold. But we used to have people over to our house when the power's out, because we had, some of our friends only had electric fireplace and a heater, and they were just cold. So that's, we had gas fireplace and gas cooktop, and we were still able to use on the power outage. So yeah, our friends came over and we had candlelight dinner together, and the kids did talent show using a flashlight as spotlights, and that was just so much fun. And I cooked a big old pot of soup, and we played card games, and it just gives us time to unwind and also disconnect from the technology, the internet and cell phone and everything. And we were just 100% present. So it's unfortunate that it takes something like snow to do that. But we're so used to using cell phones and technologies and check out social media and respond to texts and answering phones, but it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, it's really nice to be able to instantly connect with people from the other side of the world, but sometimes it becomes a little too much. So I had such a fond, special memory of these times that we lost power. Okay, I am almost there. Oh gosh, this was a lot of work. I mean, I had fun, but it's a little difficult to do something like this on a camera because I'm coming in sometimes when I'm filming, coming in a little bit uncomfortable angle. If I'm tangling for just myself, I may be doing this a little differently. But anyways, here it is. It's beautiful. I like it. I'm glad I persevered through, and like I said, I want to add a little more blue because some of the blue got lost. Just adding some lines inside these plums or petals. Adding these finishing details, final details, is so much fun. And sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. So enjoy, have fun making it into your style, your way. And I want to add a little bit of white and silver because that's what I've been doing. So perhaps maybe a little dots here and there. I'm not gonna do on every single one. I'm just want to add a little highlights here and there. And little silver dots here and there, and I will be done. So thank you for watching this video and tangling with me for day 4 of Advent Tangles 2024, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Thank you. Bye now.